Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Pack Rat's Shack. I'm Packy, and I would like to start this video with thanking all of our subscribers and encouraging new subscribers to sign up for our channel. We are very young at this, but we have lots of content and exciting projects to show planned for the future. So please hit the subscribe button and join us, and you'll see all of our new and updated content. Hi, my name is Packy, creator of Pack Rat's Shack. I upcycle furniture, build out of pallet wood, finish interior spaces, and have a vendor booth for my creations. Welcome to my world. So here you can see the cabinets that the clients provided for this job. They're much too shallow for the mini fridge, therefore I'm going to have to build spacers to set them out from the wall to the correct depth of the mini fridge, as well as build a base up from the floor for a toe kick, so when you're approaching the space, you're not kicking the cabinets. So if you're interested to see how this custom build turns out, keep watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. So last weekend I built the floor bases to set these up off of the floor and to provide a toe kick in the right height for the mini fridge. And when they were looking for wall cabinets, they were attempting to find the 18-inch but only found the 12-inch depth. So I did a 5-inch spacer from the wall for the back side of these cabinets, so they'll be at the right depth for the mini fridge. And then when it comes to this wall, even though there's that base trim that's 3/4 inch, that wasn't enough space between the wall and cabinet for the door to open without hitting the wall. So here I did a 1 1/4 inch spacer from the corner wall to the cabinet so that when the door opens it won't hit the wall. Also, I had to take one plank with me to rip down on the table saw so that when the top countertop gets done, it's at the right depth. So I brought that back with me today, and I went ahead and put one coat of paint on it to catch it up with the rest of the planks I had already got one coat of paint on last weekend. And so now we're going to leave and let this paint dry, and we're going to run to Lowe's to get shiplap to go up the wall while that's drying. So here I'm writing down my measurements, and when I figure, I'm always rounding up, and usually by the time I'm done rounding up every step of the way, it gives me enough to be 10% waste. We're just gonna jump to a 30 square foot. So we have everything set in place now and it's not wobbling. I installed and glued little shims underneath the corners where they needed to be so that everything would set level. And this is what I did on the back side in order to support the planks, is I added these rails basically to go from the side of the cabinet to the back wall in order to hold up the planks that will be against the wall since there's no support. That way it's not something that is screwed into the wall going all the way around this corner. And if anyone ever decides to remove this stuff, it can be removed without tearing up the walls then. Boy, that Rick is... So now we're at this point, it's pretty flush. Right here on the top corner is a little out of flush, but the bottom corner is in line. So I'm going to just sand that back a little bit, fill in the nail holes, and then do another layer of paint. So the shiplap that we just picked up is going to go from the top of this countertop all the way up the wall to the corner. So it will be covering this back crack, which you can see the wall bowed out in the middle, and at each end there's a pretty good gap. The other crack down here, some of these were cut at a little bit of angles to fit in a little bit better because of the dimension that changes when you're mudding walls and corners. So there's a little bit of gapping on there as well, but that will be filled in with caulk after the paint dries and cures for about a week. So I went ahead and I sanded this smooth, and then I noticed that these were loose. So I brought over nails just slightly over in order to grab the rail better, and then that happens. So not sure why. See this one right there, that's all the distance I moved over. Not sure why it didn't grab from the first one. Now I have that mess to deal with. When I fixed this is what I did is I used a needle nose pliers and I just worked on wiggling the nail back and forth until it broke at the last point of contact. You don't really want to pry and try to work that nail back out because you'll be causing more damage than already was caused by it blowing out. So that's why it's good just to break it off where you can. And then I used some of the wood putty that I have on hand to pack it in. I'm going to be painting the top surface again today, so I can't caulk that far corner until the paint cures because I don't want to scrape paint back off. So when I come back to do that, since this is a little bit bigger of a hole than just these nail holes that I filled, then I can do a touch-up paint to that area when I return. This paint really dries fast. Should be able to throw on a paint with the roller really quickly and then be able to go back and do your brush strokes over it so you can get even coverage on the planks in brush stroke form instead of having roller texture left behind. But this paint seems to dry almost immediately. Not exactly liking that. It's not the same. So this is where we're finishing at for this weekend. It's installed, it's in place, it's solid. It just needs a little more finishing out, and the shiplap going all the way up to the ceiling and around the little cubby closet. Caulk that corner and touch up paint to the nail blowout, and then we're calling it a wrap.
Hi everybody, it's Nova. Thank you so much for watching the video. We really hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below what you think. Wherever you are out there, have a good one.